Who's coming on today? Let's see, let's get this other phone set up for comments. I think where my specs are. Hi! Let's see. Let's find my... Who's here? Who's here? Right, pop that here. Who's watching? Who's watching? Can't see. I look like death. I'm just getting over a bug that I've had a couple of days. So if I cough and splutter, I do apologise. Need me wee bin. Hi Ian. How are you? Look at the bugs. Right. Let me tidy up a wee bit. Millie, the little nonsense dog that she is, was all over my desk this morning after I took her a walk and came in and then took her mum for a walk. And yeah, there was paw prints all over my desk. Hi Jackie. How are you doing? I'm not going to football today. I'm having a restful day, getting over this bug. So I am. So, I don't know if you see there, I've got a stash of old papers that were under my desk. I had tidied that up recently. And they're really flimsy papers. So I sat yesterday and made some envelopes with the envelope punch board, which is a retired Stampin' Up doodah. And when I was scoring this, I had to go really gentle because you really don't appreciate how good the Stampin' Up cardstock is until you use other card or papers that's pretty thin. So, watching you then out in the bike, gorgeous sunny day. Yay! Morning, morning. Guess who's had breakfast today? Ooh, ooh. I had a breakfast roll. It's quite good. So, no rumbling tums. So, let's see. What have I been making recently? Let me show you. Hang on. Right. Don't know what I'm making today. I think I'm going to case... Hi, Barbara. I think I'm going to case another demonstrator card. One of the ladies in my team, I think. So, I'll show you what I made. So, I put on the Crafty Stampin' Club that I found this sentiment sitting in this die cut circle from the Encircled in Nature dies, is it? And that was a card that I come up with. But then I went on to make another 4. So, Ian still has the envelope paper from 1617. Brilliant. So I made this one. And they're all nice and neutral. And I made this one using the dotted circles, the big embossing folder. I made this one, which is really pretty. And I made this one. This is with the leaf fall embossing folder. So that was 5 cards. So they'll be coming up on blog posts soon. Ian likes that embossing folder. Good, good. There was a day early in the week, I think it was, I just sat and I got all my embossing folders out and I ran lots of bits of cards through it. I've got so many cards that I've made. Now, my latest creations is using the Countryside in DSP. So I made that with my own envelope. And this one. And this one. And I incorporated the Plain in the Rain stamp set. Hi Cheryl Amanda. And then I made a little shaker card. Don't know if you can see that. This is really cute. So I'll need to blog about those. But you see it's a gorgeous wee shaker card. And I quite like stamping images and not having to colour them. Jackie's saying great cards. Thank you. You love this Stamping in the Rain playset, don't you? Stamp set, not playset. Playing, wait now. Playing in the Rain stamp set. I think I've got my words backwards there. So it's nice. So I've got a few ideas for making a card. Now I've got lots of boxes of cards that I've received. I've got folders with cards and everything. Hi Susan, hi Sophie. And I thought I'd just pick some out and just case them today. Hang on, I need to find my footrest because I feel like my legs are dangling. Oh, that's better. I'm touching ground now. So I quite like this one that Gemma had sent me. So it folds out like that. And then it's like a little gatefold easel. So I thought I'd make that. So there's, hi Louise. Long time no speak, honey. Hope you're still busy with all your vinyl projects. They all look amazing. What else is there now? There's lots in here. This one is one that I've done. It's quite nice. Using Christmas papers and then just using the words to make a tree shape. Oh, we've got, I'm not making this today. Ta-da! Remember those papers? Oh, here's the Playing in the Rain. Nice Z fold card there. Oh, and here's another Playing in the Rain one. This is when the designer series paper was available. Louise is busy getting ready for Christmas fairs. Brilliant. I hope it's really successful. This is a nice little card that I see it received ages ago from Karen Tilley's. Quite nice. So, yeah, lots of ideas. This one I thought was good as well. A 6x6 card. And this was from Linda Worth. So I might do something like that. So I'll keep those two out. Sometimes you've just got to decide and wing it. Right, I think we will stick with the blue, the Countryside Inn papers. They're really, really pretty. And I'm using some of your beautiful 3D projects. Oh, bless you. That's good. It's nice to hear when people actually, what do you call it? Use the projects and what have you, because there is freebies, free printables on my website, smithscraftycreations.com. Susan's saying I am new to your lives. Yay! Thanks for coming on. I hope you enjoy it. It's just usually 45 minutes to an hour, depending how much I yap at this time. So what I'll do is I'll just flip you guys round, okay? And then we'll get started. So, let me just get rid of all my cables. If you're personal friends with me on Facebook, have a look at the gorgeous photos of the dogs that I put up this morning. Lucy's saying I have a folder full of your templates that I use often. Oh, brilliant. I maybe need to make some new ones up to give you an extra wee boost. My September class by post has all been received by the participants that purchased it. I do have two left. If anybody would like it, it is it's a kind of 3D project with a printable personal YouTube tutorial as well, a private one, sorry. Ian saying stop yapping and get crafting. Brilliant. Oh, sorry, I need to cough. Sorry. It's all coming out, which is good. So these are £20 including the postage. So I've got two left. If anybody would like one, give us a wee message. I was due to have an SU order come. Oh, it's Sophie's first time watching lives as well. Welcome. Hope you're well. I'm just going to splatter these out. These are the types of cards we make. For those of you that are new, I don't know if you're familiar with Stampin Up or what have you. Louise loves my stickers. It's good. And can you tell that I run some off for the crafty little gem lady that's on my team, Gemma. These are just some of the cards that we kind of make. I'm quite liking going back to simple layouts such as this. So let's see now. So Stampin' Up is amazing. You can find a link to my online store. Have a little nosy at all the products that we offer. Right, I'm going to use the Countryside and Designer Series paper. So I'm going to need some coordinating cards. So we can have Night of Navy, or we can have Misty Moonlight. Now, when you get a pack of Designer Series paper, it always tells you on the reverse side of the packaging the colours that's in it. So we have Balmy Blue, Boho Blue, Misty Moonlight and Night of Navy. And that's a good thing about Stampin' Up. Everything just coordinates great. So there's the Balmy Blue. I just need the Boho Blue now, which is... Now, I don't have a full packet of that. Oh my. Boho Blue there. So you find that through our Designer Series paper, it tells you what colours coordinate. So all of these colours are incorporated into this at some point. So yeah, love Keep It Simple stamping, definitely. And it's amazing how gorgeous things look by keeping it simple. So let's case this card that Gemma made. Okay, so it is basically a C6 card with a little extra panel on the back. You could make this out of one sheet, but you're going to have a lot of wastage. So I like what Gemma's done with this on the back. So let's do that. So let's start. And sometimes doing cards where you can showcase how gorgeous the papers are is a good idea. Now I do need some white because I want to put a white layer on a mat. So let's get a bit of white out as well, basic white. So Abby's going to the football by herself today. It is away down in Coldstream. And then we actually have a fundraising quiz night tonight at our local for the team. But like I say, I'm not going to the football today because I just need to have another relaxing day to get over this bug. Right, so we want a 10-fold card. So all I'm going to do is cut this in half. So 4 1/8 because it's 8 1/4 wide. And then, hi Carol, nice to have you here. Then we're just going to fold it over like so. Let me get my bone folder. Perfect. So there's our card base. Now I've got white out for a mat layer, but I'm already organised with mats. So this one is 1/8 of an inch smaller. So if you've seen Coldstream is a lovely place, it is. And we've been there before earlier in the year and we had such cracking weather. And while we were down there, we done a booze run for the club because we do like pivy days for the football players and stuff. And I think it was £80 we saved in total. Right, what am I looking for? Right, so this one, mat 1. So I've got my card base here. I've got mat 1, mat 2, which is a 1/4 inch increment. And then I've got mat A and mat B in here, which is 1/8 inch increment. So it just depends on whether I want a flush mat or I want to see that lovely card slope in the background. So stay there. I think that's going to fall over. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Right. So you can see we have a mat layer there. Ta-da! So it's like 1/8 inch each side, shorter. So I need Designer Series paper, which I need to cut down. Now, hang on, because I want to make sure I get the measurement right. So Gemma has scored this, at Right, 5 7/8 is the same score. But let's measure where she cut it. She's cut it at 4 inches, so I need to take 4 inches, this down to 4 inches. It's a bit early for, sorry, I need to take off. What am I doing? So, I need to cut it here. So if I line this up at 4 inches and trim that off. Perfect. So this needs to go down to 3 7/8, this mat layer, let me see. Hi Karen. Right, I need to just trim another little 1/8 of an inch off. Oh, perfect. So what does that measure? That's 3 7/8. That is perfect. Fab. So 3 7/8 is the width by 3 7/8 for that mat layer. But we are going to need another mat for inside, so I'm just going to use my fresh sheet. So 3 7/8 by 5 5/8 is the size it's going to be. Karen says, thank you for my Happy Meal. Oh, you're welcome. I'd planned on sending it out sooner, but I had so much stuff to pay out last month, it was ridiculous. With the car, and then we had all the decking that we'd done. Hi Tracy Lou, how are you? Right, so there is the basics, okay? Now what we need is a panel for over the back. So this measures, Gemma will be chuffed, I'm casing her card this morning. This measures 8.5. So let's get an 8.5 strip cut. And I think that is that 2 inches? Yeah, 8.5 by 2. Perfect. Right, so now we just need, hi Pam. Morning chick, not bad yourself. Not bad, just getting over this bug, honey. So 2 1/8 and then 6 1/4, I think. Just getting over this wee bug that I've had. So I'm having a chill day today. Right, 2 1/8. Let me just measure this out because I can't read that measurement properly. If in doubt, you can just wing it, see? So 2 1/8 by, I think that's 6 1/4. Can't actually see. Let me do a light scoring. Now, poor husband's coughing in the background. Right, that's fine. Just need to take a tiny little smidgen off the end of this though, because it's touching that other side. Now take a tiny little smidgen. You need to do this sometimes, you just need to kind of trim it down as you go. Yeah, Ian, I've done it slightly too longhand, so it would have been baggy. Alright, we're going to stick this on first, okay? So, glue. So let's just pop that on the back, like so. Down you come. Let's give that a wee burnish. I know, I really should have practiced this. Hi Carol. I should have practiced this first, but sometimes it's better just to wing it. Right on. Let's hobby away now to the football. Right, perfect. Okay, let's get the mats in. And then we can cut the designer series paper. Na, 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 na. Right, awesome. Awesome sauce. How are you, Carol? Hope you're good, hun. So, that layer and that layer is going to go on. And we're going to need a little matte layer in white for the little panels on the front as well. Oh, and look, these are short now. Oh, dadnammit. Oh, I need to do that again. Right. Don't cry. Don't cry. So maybe it was right all along. Right, what did I say that measured? And then I'll do what Ian said. Coldstream's where your son lives. Oh, bless. Right, it's just under 8. It's just a smidgen under 8.5. That's what it is. That's my eyes. But look, it's fine. I've got some scrap here. So what did I say? 2 by 8.5. Just under 8.5. So it's like a 16th. And then we're going to score it at 2 1/8 on both sides. See, that's where I went wrong. So, but it's fine. That's what happens in normal crafting. I'm not overly worried. But it should be perfect now. Right. Let's see. Yeah, it is. So it's 1/16 shorter than 8.5, folks. Oops. It's good when you make mistakes like that, because when you come to make it another time, you'll remember. Yay, that's much better. Much better. And I've actually got glue on my desk somewhere. I'll take that off when it dries. I'm not too worried. Right, so matte layers need to be 1 7/8 by 2 inches, I think. 2 inches by 1 7/8. One 7/8 by 2. These aren't exactly square. Oh, cool. That's perfect. Right, good. Perfect. That was funny how I just said perfect, and then you'd already typed that there. Spooky wooky. Yeah, sorry, I'd started saying about the SU order that I'd made for myself and some customers. It was due on Thursday, rescheduled till Friday, and then it didn't come, so it's going to be Monday now, most likely. Right, this is awesome. So that is the basis for the card, and then it'll sit, if you score it well, it'll sit like this. Fab. Now we need a panel for the front and for the front as well. Now I'm going to measure this. I'm not using, Gemma used lovely stitch dies for this. I'm just going to cut it. So 2 3/4. 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. 4 1/4. Now that's a little bit too short, but it's fine because have I got scrap bits that's big enough? Nope, I'll use a new sheet. It's so wonderful that you're able to keep scraps, because you just don't know when you're gonna need them. And if it saves cutting up a full sheet, even better. Doesn't matter what size, I keep it all. Unless it's a tiny wee bit like this. Right, who can remember what I said for measurements? 2 1/2 by 4 1/4. 2 1/2. Oh, that'll do. 2 1/2 by 4 1/4. Slightly smaller, but it's fine because as long as I get the measurements right for the next panel. See, that looks all right. So we need a bit of white. That's going to be 4 by, my memory is terrible, by 2 1/4. I know as people get older, well, I'm only just turned 46, as people get older, the memory gets bad, but I'm going through the perimenopause, and it's just, that's one of the things that's so annoying about it, is the brain fog or forgetting what you're saying mid-sentence. And I've got a tendency to jump back and forwards when I'm talking about stuff. Right, so that's going to be the panel for on the front. Right, so the card I'm casing has a lovely paper inside too, so we're going to make another 2 panels, matte panels. And like I say, these are 2 by 1 7/8. Carol knows that well. It's just, why do we need to have such a hard time as females? I know men have got their equal share of stuff as well. Not wanting Mr. Potter to feel left out on this conversation. It's just, there's always something, isn't there? Right. So just popping these on. Make sure they're the right way. Yep. So what's everybody's plans today? Anything exciting? Sounded like I said the sweary word in there. Right. Ta-da, card basis. Brilliant. This is going to go on the top. I love it. I love it, I love it. Right, while I'm picking some designer series paper, let me know what you're up to. Now, I don't want to use the wee wabbits or anything like that, because I'm not going to use an animal stamp on the front. I want to use maybe a flower or something like that. So if you go for a plainer paper, we get away with doing more. Hazel's got work later. Carol's crafting. Brilliant. Yeah, I don't want that because it's too light. I want a little bit of a deeper colour. Now, this is actually a packet and a bit that's in here. Let's flip it over so you can see. That's quite nice. These are, I just love these papers. Quite like the dotted one actually. Oh, Sophie's knitting some hats, gloves and scarves for the winter. I tell you what, Sophie, I was out this morning and my big toes were frozen. I was out over the field with the youngest dog because she's in heat just now, so I try to keep her off the streets. That sounds funny. And then I took my older dog along the field and then over at the park, and my toes were frozen. Pam's cat sitting, but you're going to be doing some watercolour. Brilliant. Karen's trying to motivate herself to clean up. Oh. And today is my Uplines team retreat that I chose not to go to this. I went in the spring. So I've got total case of fear of missing out here. Right, I am going to cut a 1 7/8 strip. So we need 4 panels for these wee flippy bits. So 1 7/8 by 1 3/4. So we need 4 of those. 1, 2. And if you're doing this with a patterned paper that's got a flow of images, just be careful how you cut it. Think about it first so you don't end up with trees upside down or something. Ian did all the cleaning up yesterday. Brilliant. I know, Karen. I know, Karen. It's not fair. It's not fair. Right, so we're going to stick these little panels on. Quite like a 3D fold. So just pop that on. Tiny little border. That's just enough. Hi Maureen, how are you? Hope you're well. I haven't heard from you in ages. Hazel's hoping to get one next year. Yeah, I'll definitely go to the spring one. It's just this time of year, and I'm kind of glad I didn't commit to coming because we've just had so much expense. And you know what it's like, you have to pay out for things. and then it takes you a good few weeks to recover. And then Christmas is right around the corner before we know it. Right, while this is on the reverse, I'm just going to remove that yucky glue. Now, one of my team ladies, Kirsten, gave me this glue remover years ago, and it's still going strong. That is such a handsome paper, isn't it? So you've got cute foxes on one side. Look how gorgeous that is. And then you've got a more discreet print on the back. And if you look closely, it looks like wee dots, but it's tiny little flowers. Don't know if you can see that. So adorable. Right, what else is everybody up to? Carol's crafting and prepping for Monday's 3D workshop. Brilliant. Is that an in-person one at the cheese shop, Carol? Or is that one of your online lives, honey? Right, so I've forgotten what my sizes these were. 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. Oh no, 3 7/8 by 3 3/4. 3 7/8 by 3 3/4. So I need a bit that's going to be 1/8 of an inch under 3 3/4 and 1/8 of an inch under 3 7/8. So 3 3/4. I think one of my dogs has done a little bottom burp because I can smell it. Honestly, you'd think they would let all that out when they're out running about free. No. Good sign that they're relaxed. This is quite nice on the front as well. But we're not going to do that. Right, okay. I like to case one of my team's cards now and again. But, I don't know about you guys, but for information to stick in my mind, just the way I am, I like to do them myself and then work it all out so that there's very little 1/16 of an inch and things like that, so it's easier numbers for me. Bottom burp, you crack me up. Oh, Barbara's racing after a fall on Thursday. Oh, honey. Carol's classes is in person and oh, still brilliant. I hope you get lots of lovely people near you come in. I'm still laughing at Ian, bottom burp. I was going to say the word, but not everybody likes that. Right, so this bit's going to go in here. Look how fab it looks. Totally different from this, kinda. But isn't it fab? Right, so I need to decide. Now we need a circle die. Oh, excuse me, I'm burping. So here's some I prepared earlier. So I'll use one of these white ones on the top. This is a lovely Spotlight on Nature dies. And like I say, I ran some shapes through in both basic white and also basic beige. Now that's quite nice, it is slightly larger than the panel. But if you wanted to use a smaller, if you wanted to use a smaller one, that's just as adorable. Not as effective as a bigger one though. So, I actually have that stamp set. And you know what? I don't know where it is. That would have been perfect. I actually promised that stamp set to one of my customers because I hadn't actually used it. Right, let's see. I have So Very Merry. This is one that's close to what Gemma's used. In that it has the kind of circular, what do you call it? The circular sentiment. So maybe use this. And what we'll do is I will stamp one of the smaller images just in the night and navy colour. So what would you guys like to see? We could stamp a Santa or an angel in there as well. Let's see how that would look anyway. Would that fit? Oh yes, see that would fit perfect. So this stamp set's an online exclusive, which means it's not in the catalogue, it's online only. But maybe I should stamp one of those. What do you think, guys? The bird. bird, robin. Well, let's see who wins the, or a circular thing. The circles might be a wee bit too busy for what I'm looking for today, but so we've got bird, we've got robin. Next one wins. Come on. Oh, bird and robin's the same stamp. Ha! Right, the robin it is. Oh my god, what a wally I am this morning. Because you said two different descriptions of it. Right, let's do the bird, aka robin, aka little creature with lovely little fluffy feathers. Oh, such a wally. As long as you guys get a giggle, that's the main thing. Right, Night of Navy, where are you? My Night of Navy's really nice and juicy, Lucy. So, need to watch, because the last time I used it, I got ink all over my fingers. Right, now, I think I'll stamp Peace and Joy above it as well. Never used this Peace and Joy stamp, so put it face down to get a couple of blocks. That's too small. You can see the blue tint on this from when I was using Night of Navy the last time. Now, will this fit on here? Yes, it will. Fabulous. It just shows, make things up as you go, and then your card usually ends up turning out quite nice. Completely opposite to what you'd probably thought you were making. I love this. What style is this in terms of art? Is it Art Deco Nouveau or something? So on goes the little bird. Oh, beautiful, clean, crisp stamp as usual. Thank you, Stampin' Up. Beautiful, beautiful. Can you see that? And if it didn't, you could always just turn it over and do the other side. Now, I'm going to have to stand up for this because I don't trust myself to... Now, let me test this on a bit of paper because that doesn't look circular to me. So what I can do is, I've maybe popped it on slightly squint, but if you want, you can just manipulate it a little bit. There we go. She says. Well, that's better. Probably just had it on the wonk. So I'm going to pop that here. Oh, nice. I like it a lot. So cute. I'm living your life, Shane. Oh, thanks, Sophie. Art Deco. That's it. No Art Nouveau. I was close, though. I was close. Oh, Sophie, it's all about just trying to inspire people and give you a giggle at the same time. Especially when I do my little, what do you call it? See, my mind went blank again. My little hiccups, shall we say. Right, we're going to stamp 'Tis the Season to be Jolly on the bottom of this little panel. So let me clean this off with my chamois. Hi, Anne, how are you? Karen's saying she loves it. Thank you. And Pam says it's so cute. You don't need to use Christmas papers for a Christmas card. I'm really liking blue just now. And look, you can see I'm all inky already. Should always have baby wipes nearby, but I always end up forgetting and getting covered anyway, so it's fine. Oops, sorry about the racket. These blocks are great. Very ergonomic. Just don't drop them on your toes. Right, let's just pick that up again. So we're going to stamp this. Now I want to make sure I've got enough room for it to start with. If I pop that up a little bit towards the top. Yeah, that's fine. So, nice clear block means you stamp it nice and fabulous. Oh look, another beautiful, clean, crisp stamp. Love it. Absolutely love it. Right, I shall close this like so. Doing it careful. I don't know why, I'm already covered in ink. Karen can't use any other blocks. And you know what's great as well? especially if you have nail extensions on or you have your nails done. Some of the smaller blocks, you can't pick them up because your nails get in the way. So it's a must-have for people that maybe have some issues with their hand, or their nails are too long, or their grip's kind of suffering for whatever reason. Right, I'm liking how this has turned out. Now, I do need to try and... You know what, I'll just wipe my fingers on my chamois. I need to rinse this anyway. It's probably where I got most of the blue ink from, was actually off of this. I'll use a clean bit, there we go. I'll scrub my hands after the live. Right, I'll just dry them off. Hi, Sue. Oh, we've got 10 people watching, that's lovely. Now, does our Gemma have anything on the inside, or is it just... Yeah, it's blank to write any sentiment that you want, or you can stamp inside as well. Guys, I'm really loving this. I hadn't planned to use the stamp set, but it just shows how things are meant to be. I love it. Right, so what we're doing is we're sticking this on. So I want to close these wee panels, and that's going to go on there. So I want to kind of centre it as best I can. So I'll use wet glue. Just on the top half, and then that lets me have some wiggle room. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Sorry if I'm snotting and making noises. Like I say, just getting over this bug. Oh my God, I love it. Don't know if you could see that. Easily pleased right now. Where's my circle? Now this we are going to pop up with some dimensionals. I did have some Night of Navy thin twiny type ribbon, but I think adding ribbon to this maybe take away from the focus of the front of the card. So I'm just going to pop this on with my dimensionals. I'll put some gems on it though. I've got a cut here, I don't know what I've done. Sometimes when I go in and out of cupboards or I move things about, I end up cutting myself. I've had a cut there where I caught the ring, cuts all over the place, and I don't feel it at the time. And then I'll look and say, oh, how did that happen? A bit like Mr. Potter, who always seems to, oh, that's squint. That's slightly on the wonk, guys. Oh, not bad. Oh, am I going to be able to move that? I think I am. Right, don't look. I'm too busy yapping, folks. Now, it's only got to go over a little bit, so I'm not going to do any lasting damage. Okay? Don't listen to me ripping this off. Aha. Right, so. Watch. See, I've got the wiggle room now. Must just be my eyes today. That's straighter, perfect. It moved when it was, oh, did it move when I was pressing it down? I was going to say, because I thought it, look, I've got glue on it now. I thought it was straight when I popped it down. So yes, if you're doing this at home, pay attention to yourself. Right, let's pop this on. Oh, that's really nice. Ta-da! What time is it, by the way? Oh God, it's 11:15 already. Wow, I do like that. I do like that. Oh, thanks for the inspiration, Gemma. Right, talking about crafty little gem, let's get some gems on it. And I've actually got a card that I'd received for my birthday from Jackie, that's on my team that's watching. Jackie Ann's Crafty Things, and she made a beautiful card and stamped on vellum with the stays on and coloured it, and it was just gorgeous. I need to case that one day as well. Right, poke tool. Karen will try this layout. Yeah, go for it, you should. Right, I'm just going to put a couple of gems on. I was going to say I need to order more of these, but I already did. Right, so 1, 2, and I think I'll put a little third one down there. In fact, I'll just pop it there. A little trio of gems. Feel a case coming on. Brilliant. So just remember that this bit is a 1/16 of an inch shorter than 8.5, and it's by 2 inches. And then score it at 2 1/8 on each end. Far better than my long-winded way of figuring that out. But together we get there. That's why I love you guys coming on, because you're like, you could have done it this way or that way. It really is lovely. And it's fab how those little panels come out, almost like a little picture easel, and it holds a card. But isn't that beautiful? I think I'll definitely make another pile of these. Gorgeous. Now we could put a panel on the back actually, because that'll just annoy me having the panel there. Right, so let me pop a bit on the back as well. So 4, I'm going to do, 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. Yeah, we'll just put a panel on the back. And we'll put some DSP on it as well, and that'll take another few minutes, because I know it's not quite an hour yet, but... Right, okay. Now, there is a giveaway, a free giveaway on this business page pinned to the top. Get a free entry if you comment on it. You get 2 free entries if you share it, and then if you happen to have shopped with me in September, there's still a few days of September left, then you get 5 entries. So you don't need to shop online, obviously, that you can enter for free. But you do get more goes if you do shop online. So, right, so that was 3 7/8. I want to make this just 1/8 of an inch smaller, because I want it nice and tight. So 5 3/4, like so. And I'll just pop that on the back. Let's face it, we've all got lots of designer... Oh, that's too short. Lots of designer series paper. And we need to just get using it up, or it's just going to stay there and go mouldy. Oh, needs another 1/8 of an inch off. Well, a little smidgen. Sometimes the best crafting is just making it up as you go. Most definitely. So, while I've been not well the last few days, I've been watching this new series on Netflix called The Resident. And it's a medical hospital type USA drama, and it is brilliant. There's actually one doctor appears in episode 9, I think it is, of the first series that was in Chicago Med. I was like, oh, which one, which series am I watching here? Because I was like, you've been in that other one. So, a wee close up. Oh, I can hear men's noises out the front, must be. Maybe my neighbour's out in his garden. Oh no, it's my husband coming back in. That is a finished card. Do give it a little go, and thanks again to Gemma. I think this is, well over a year ago. She sent me this. And it's always good to keep a hold of cards that inspire you. And put them in a box and make it, these are things that I need to try. And then other cards that you receive that are more sentimental, keep those 2 in a separate wee box. So you can, when you're having a I don't feel very crafty day or needing motivated, you can open them up and have a wee read. So yeah, thank you so much everybody. That is live now, finished. Like I say, I have 1 kit left, 2 kits left for September's class by post. Let me know if anybody wants the last 2. And yeah, I'll see you again very, very soon. Thanks for coming on, and thank you to the new ladies and all the regulars that pop on to keep me company and keep me right and give me a giggle on a Saturday morning. Love to you all, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you later. Bye now.